we all knew the siblings were up to no good, but I really wish the author did a better job at covering up the menacingness of the siblings, of Ryserp and his sister. It would have been a lot better, like, whoa, I see that coming, if they put a lot of, suspicion of Alumi, sensing them being up to no good if they're being watched. And yeah, the other could have done a better job. It was very disappointing. It's like you saw a mile away, but you're just waiting for the win when it will happen. What they should have done is just have her go into their house, eat, take a bath, and have a good time. But she feels something's off, but she's not really paying much mind to it. But then it will be a lot more of a shock when now the execution just happened. We all saw it coming a mile away, but for some reason the author wanted let's let them know that these two are no good from the very beginning. It makes perfect sense. But anyways, now they're up to speed, usually Team Howe just can't take a break. It's one thing after another, one battle, literally one after another. It's only been one day. Think about that for a second. It's only been one day, and already there's the third conclusion that's happening from last night. Probably it was early morning last night to being Lao men, and now this entire ordeal. They don't seem to catch a break, and everything just going crazy each step of the way. Well, these last couple episodes all lasted, and then the whole day has yet to pass. Think about that for a second. Well, anyways, these two are there to capture their golem back. If you haven't read Shaman King, their father was a great scientist that was trained at golem, which he was actually killed by one of the main characters in the original Shaman King. A black character named Chocolove. And Chocolove changed and became a better person, trying to capture the winds of laughter instead of being all about violence. Chocolove was a good character, one of my favorites personally to come out of Shaman King actually. And the twins, in a way, did get vengeance on him, but they felt sorry for it later on and were able to move on from what happened. Between then and now, a lot did happen to them, but they became better people, or so I thought out the way. It seemed like they're all on the team of the previous Shaman King before them, Wyvis. That's very interesting why they're on that team. But then again, they probably not really liked Hal in the first place, despite everything that has happened. Yeah, we respect Yo and his team, and even forgave Chocolove, but there's no way we can accept Hal as the current Shaman King. We just don't like it. It seems not good. Especially, he's not making any changes. Usually, when there's a new Shaman King in charge, there's usually a new change to the world, but it feels like things are still quite the same compared to the last world. So they're maybe this is my own speculation. Maybe it's saying, maybe it's best for the old guy to go back in because this dude isn't doing anything, you know? But anyways, I'm sticking too much on them long enough. This new member they have, she has a very kind of the nerdy look, the dork girl look on her face in a way. This new Maiden, the Black Maiden, and apparently she's the one that killed Lady Jane. And knowing that she killed Lady Jane and even wearing her armor, but needs the Oversoul Shamans to become a full Iron Maiden, I'm betting she did say she's going to kill her, but the reason is why. It couldn't be just to get her armor and her oversoul. I'm betting the reason why is because revenge. One thing I've learned is that the path of killing, the blood trail, will lead to someone eventually down the road that want to take revenge. And knowing that Lady Jane had changed her ways, I'm betting this child was a victim of one of the massacres that happened to her. So I'm guessing she wanted to take revenge on Lady Jane and killed her. And now the son is angry and wants to get her mom's soul back because she's using the mom's soul as her oversoul, her spirit guardian, probably forcefully. It would be more ironic if it wasn't forcefully that Lady Jane agreed to it because of the guilt that happened in the past. That could be it. Who knows? But yeah, man, what is Town Man? Yeah, yeah, it's Town. Town Man, who seemed to be very calm and composure, lost his cool. But then again, he's just a little boy, and especially what just happened to him in this episode, the amount of blood this kid lost. People, remember, he's not even 10 years old yet, and they already shown this. They want to show this here on American television, not anymore. But dang, for them to show this here, yo, kudos. Not like a rare sight watching little kids get killed, only in Japan. They do it sometimes in America, but they do it off screen. They don't show it. They give it a good, hint at a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink that would happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, not Japan. Like, no, these kids gotta die. You want to show them? Do you want to show them? They're going to be killed, man. That's just how they're going to get killed. But anyways, so I need to get off that topic. Wait until, as usual, when Tamo shows up, everything just changes. Like, everything just stops. Because for some reason, Tamo, who didn't seem to be that powerful in the original series, is like a powerhouse in this series, to the point where everyone just stops when she stares. Like, no one can do anything. And I'm guessing in order for her to look after Hana and everything else that was entrusted to her, she probably had to train a lot harder, in a way, in order to protect these things, because they're very important. People probably will come after them and try to take Hana or kill Hana, or even take the items she was probably entrusted to as well. So she probably had to do a lot of training in order for her to become this powerful, to the point where everyone just stops when she just appears and no one dares questions or ask her for anything. It's like you just do what she says and follow along. I'm like, yo, Tom, you ain't it's like the you from before. She was all shy and bashful and everything. But no, not anymore, man. She's pretty much Hannah 2.0. But anyways, now let's move on to the second part, and that is Hana's situation, where he is pretty much in Ashura, the hell, hell of the battlefield. And as you know, in Shaman King, when you enter hell, it is very difficult to leave. And the only way for you to leave is to become a different kind of person. When you go in as the same person, you can't leave. But you must come out as a different person, as in changing your soul, in a way, a life-changing experience. It was the training that the previous Shaman King fighters went into in the original series. Yo and the gang were dying a couple of times. They went to hell and they were training in hell. And when they left, they became way stronger than they were before. And believe it or not, one of those stronger people who became the strongest on that team was Choco Love, to the point where he didn't even need his eyes anymore to fight his opponents. He was just that powerful, because he was the first one to die and go to hell, and he went around like 3 or 4 times, and he gained the nerve to steal, or nothing scares him or anything like that anymore. His soul had to transform each time he went back, so he became more enlightened over and over again. In a way, I could compare it to the cycle of reincarnation. In a way, when people say you die, your soul is there, but it goes into another body in order to be, to transform again, where that new life experience will transform your soul. And then each time you incarnate, hopefully you get better and better, to the point the soul itself completely shines. It learns from its past life and becomes better and better as each incarnation happens, until the point it's on its last reincarnation and it's good to go off into the next, the next heaven, in a way. If it fails, it goes back or stays in hell. That's usually how the cycle of reincarnation works for most things. So, very interesting. Another thing we get to see is Kamigawa, the dude who is assisting Wyvis. And like I said before, he had his own spin-off. In a way, it wasn't short, it wasn't long or anything. I think it was just a couple of chapters, and it was very cartoony. But it didn't show this part, I don't believe. It's been a long, long time. But this dude was about a jump, because he was nothing good in life. He felt he was pathetic all the time. And he even lost in the first round of a card game, and probably in front of the girl he liked. And then this thing shows up. And then as his life starts to change for the better, is you can find it too, probably on Manga Dex. Show it looks very cartoony. You won't expect this guy to become this kind of person if you read the comics of that thing. It's very, very interesting. But anyways, he seems to also enter Ashra, and it's hard to leave. But however, he has the cards, and with one of the cards he uses, he can easily leave. However, the downside to it is that he won't become stronger because in order to leave, you have to change your soul, the shape of your soul, and then you become stronger. Unfortunately, since he's going to use an easy, cheap way, he won't do that. I'm guessing there's going to be a parallel between him and Hana down the road. I'm guessing as if the manga picks back up. I don't know. Well, anyways, that's very, very interesting. And we got 2 episodes left. All right. Okay, that was it was a very more intriguing episode compared to a couple last ones. More information dumping, but not in a bad way, a good way, I would say. But anyways, that's like after the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.